Hi, my food lovers. Welcome back to another recipe. In today's video, I'm showing you how to make this tiger nut pudding. It's so tasty and let's get into it. So we are going to need some tiger nuts. This has been salted, washed thoroughly with salt and water, and we are going to put this into a bowl and we are going ahead to soak this overnight. Overnight. And we have our rice here and we are going to wash the rice too thoroughly. You know, the tiger nut is about 2 cups, and this is about 1 cup and 1/3 cup, yes, of rice. We are going to wash the rice thoroughly, just as you can see on your screens, and we'll strain the water and we'll come back to wash it for the second time. It's very important to wash your rice. You can take that out if you don't like to wash your rice. Yes, so we are washing these for the second time and then we soak it with the third water, just as you see. So we are going to cover this very well and leave it overnight. However, if you want to make this during the day, you can just soak it for about 7 hours or more, depending on the time. But about 7 hours or more is just perfect, and you'll be able to get this. So this is what we have overnight, just like this. So we are going to strain the water and you can wash your rice again. Likewise, the tiger nut as well. So you just strain your water and set it aside and do same for the tiger nut, just as you see right here. You can see here that the rice feels soft. This is going to help it blend better, and you know, when you soak your rice, it gives it this peculiar flavor which I love so much. So yes, and our tiger nut is right here. We strain the water and then we wash it again. So this is what we have here. We are going to transfer all of these into our blender and make sure to add enough water and blend it until smooth. Now we have our pan right here. We are going in with this cheesecloth. You can use a sieve if that is what you have, but I'll prefer you use a cheesecloth. Yes, that way you get everything trapped in it and then you get your juice penetrating through the cloth into your pot, which is very important. You do not want any chaff mixing up with anything at all. So this is what we are going to do. So just pour a bit in it and then you are going to cover everything and then you start to press it very well so you'll be able to get the water from the chaff. You want your chaff to come out very dry, and that is exactly what we want to achieve. After you do this, just take your chaff out, discard it, and if you have some more juice to extract, go ahead and pour it back again into your cheesecloth, just as you see right here. Just repeat it the same way, and you are going to do the same process for this one, just like we did for the previous one. Just strain it. If you have your sieve, I would advise that you strain or you sieve it twice before you start to transfer it onto the fire. So this is our tiger nut and rice juice, just like this, and you can see it came out so clean, smooth, and there's nothing in it. Now we are going to add salt to this and then we transfer it onto our burner or stove, and we are going to continue to stir this until it becomes smooth, thick, and it's done. Now to get that good Atadwe milk or tiger nut color, we are going to caramelize some sugar. So you don't want to burn your sugar, you just want it to be brown and melted a little, and this is what we want to achieve. Now, as you can see, our tiger nut pudding is ready. So we are going to transfer this into it. And hold on, when you transfer this into your tiger nut pudding, it will feel crystallized, like it's becoming hard or whatever. Don't worry, just continue stirring with your spatula and then the sugar and everything will mix together and melt very well, and you get that color you want to achieve. When you put it in it, it will look crystallized, like it's not mixing together. Just go ahead, be patient, with your low heat, continue to stir it. So this is even going to give it the taste for the sugar. So sometimes after adding this, you do not even need extra sugar anymore, because this just give it the right taste for your sugar. Now it's ready for us to serve. So let's put some milk into our jar, and we are going to transfer or pour our Atadwe milk into it just like this. And this consistency is perfect. You can prefer to make it thick. That's if that is what you prefer. That way you have more rice, so that it gives you this thickness you want. And our Atadwe milk is ready. If today is your first time coming across this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're a returning subscriber, you are welcome. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for, my darlings? Please do well to hit the subscribe button. Also click on the bell notification icon so you get notified anytime we upload a new video. And do not forget to share this video to your friends and loved ones. Let them know what you've learned from this channel. And I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to check out my playlist right here to get the best out of our Ghanaian dishes. Without wasting much of your time, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you on the other side. Until then, please stay safe and bye.